From us being street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that thing. So we just trying to say,
do what you do, baby.
I want to graduate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, man, I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Grand Rising, y'all beautiful people. This your girl Shotty Ride, Ms. Ride, at Ghetto Angel Tarot, coming to interview the one and only the General. You feel me? And I'm the co-host.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising,
Grand Rising King.
Grand Rising. How you doing? How you doing? I don't know what happened to Ryrie, but that was my bad. I played the wrong intro. You see what I'm saying? I'm so used to doing it on mine that I just pressed the wrong thing, but that's my bad, you heard me? All right, there go Ryrie.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. We ready?
Yes, sir.
We ready?
Yes.
I'm ready when y'all up.
Okay.
How y'all doing on this Saturday morning?
I don't want to talk over
right. About you don't want to talk about Saturday today?
No, I would say I ain't talk over nobody.
Oh. Okay, so I have
Everybody can hear, right?
Yes.
What's up?
Where are you originally from?
I'm from out the AWOL, downtown New Orleans. That's not. I know a lot of people hear about uptown New Orleans from Baby Cash Money and them, but I'm from downtown New Orleans. You hear me? Out the AWOL.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what make the difference of how y'all categorize yourself in y'all neighborhood? So when you say that, what that means for you?
It's all about what they call it. I don't know what the term is for it, you hear me? But it's they place us, the government or the state or whatever, that was already here before I got here. So, I was raised from where my mama and them grew up at. So, you know what I'm saying? What it means to me now is, it's just a place that I came up, made a lot of lifelong friends. But what it used to mean, nigga die for this street. You know what I'm saying? Nigga die for the hood or whatever. So I had to learn that that's not our hood. You know what I'm saying? That's not our street. We are visitors. Even though we came up around there, even though we was born around there and all that, we are visitors. That is not ours. So we was doing over it like territory and all that ain't no sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
go
ahead.
I'm listening.
Now I had wanted to explain to people, you heard me. So we had a guest, right? But the guest, she was a no-show. So we had to keep the show going. So I'm the guest now, you know what I'm saying? So if it's looking a little rough or a little, unplanned, it is, you heard me? So we had to keep the show must go on, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. But the basis of this show is on, I would put another way of thinking, right, y'all?
Definitely.
Right.
Like, so I don't want to categorize what y'all do wrong or what y'all believe in wrong, what is it exactly that, like, let's start with you, Kia. What is it
Mhm.
exactly that you either do or believe in?
I'm a spiritualist and a mentor. Me, I believe in a lot of stuff, but I'm non-denominational, so therefore, like I have a problem with no religions. I respect all, but I just know, I know what I know, and I don't went within, so I'm doing what I do now,
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
But I
ma'am.
was once a Christian, my whole life was like that until I turned like 30 or something like that. I'm 33 now, so I had to find myself basically.
So your transition was recent because 3 years, that's recent, right?
Right, right.
So what made you, and then I'm gonna get to you next. What made you, I'm not gonna say turn away from Christianity because you still believe in God, correct?
Right. I mean, and
But
God, on a higher level, God is like, I don't know, source, the universe. It could be God, could be like me, us. You feel me? If we going that deep, but I didn't turn away. Like I
right,
respect them still,
right.
because majority of my family,
So what made
preachers and
you,
stuff. Can you say that again?
oh, I ain't saying nothing. I was listening to you.
Oh
You
yeah, the
had said
majority of my
majority of your family.
hmm
Yeah.
they pastors and preachers and stuff like that. So I always been like the outcast. I always been different. I always wondered stuff. I always had questions about the Bible. I always had questions about everything. But I'm a seeker, so I had to go within and seek. And what led me to this, where I'm at now is because I ain't gonna say I was making a lot of bad choices, but I felt as if like I was just going down like a dark path in 2020 or some stuff like that, and with guys and stuff like that, and it led me to this like my spiritual awakening, showing me who I really am, like my worth and shit like that. Not saying I ain't know my worth, but I was doing like a lot of stuff until I found out like I'm a goddess, whatever. What I was
So when
doing
you,
back then, it led me up to the moment to be the woman who I am today. So I felt like it was necessary for me to, be wild and not giving a fuck like that back then. Cause
mm-hmm.
real, it's still the same. I don't give a fuck no, like still with nobody. I never cared about another person's opinion, and I still don't. But I had to learn to, how to respect myself, if that makes sense.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So okay, like PTSD, right? That's brought
Mhm.
along by trauma. That's brought along by
Yeah.
trauma. So you said you made a lot of bad decisions, which may have led up to trauma. Did trauma bring
Right.
about this awakening, as you call it, or you just got fed up with being fed up when you got fed up?
To be honest, the trauma. I was born, with the trauma of, carrying the weight on my back of my ancestors and stuff like that. See, I'm known as the black sheep, so therefore I'm here to break generational curses and stuff. So now that I know what really going on, I really had to go through that shit. Like I think they been trying to wake me up back then, but me, I wasn't paying attention. If you're not paying attention to what the universe trying to show you, then that shit get it hit a little harder each time. That's just like God telling me don't mess with this type of nigga right here. But me, I'm gonna be honest and open because I'm an honest person. So I'm a realist. So I was fucking around with like a lot of prison niggas or whatever like that. Okay, I learned a lot from them. So I know the street, so it taught me the street, and then I'm very intelligent. I'm book intelligent too. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So the street
Mm-hmm.
in book wise, I know it. So I had to go through those experiences. So now I know what to do, what not to do, and then by me talking to those type of guys or whatever, I understand a lot. Like half of them that's in there, it for some bullshit. I don't want to go too deep
Mm-hmm.
with that though either. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
and then the curses and stuff for like my parents or whatever. I'm also, breaking nose and healing dog. Like me, I have daddy issues, so that's the reason why I was choosing those, people or whatever. But now that my daddy have transitioned on another side, me and him, we just like this now. Like we all way been like that, but we showing up close now because he giving me direction and shit like that, telling me where to go, and he helping me heal those
Mm-hmm.
wounds and shit that I couldn't heal with him when he was out here. Cause my father, he real tough. Like it's tough love, like survival. He put me in a survival mode, Like I know how to hunt, fish, and anything. I'm
Okay.
country, So I I am very, grateful for those, moments like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, Rari, were you raised in Christianity as well?
Yes, I was raised in Christianity, but just like Kay, I basically like I always have a sight for like a knowing that some like things we participate in are just like not normal or like they just don't feel organic to us as beings.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like you've
So
been an
I'm
oddball
sorry.
child.
Mm-hmm. So Kia mentioned that she made her transition 3 years ago. When exactly did you start feeling or and could you explain, is it something that you believe in, or is it just a way of life, or is it a mind state? What exactly is what you do and what you believe in?
For me, I feel like it's not a category to it because like it's just something that is real interpersonal. Like everybody like think on a different level. Like scientifically,
Mm-hmm.
mentally, and all of that stuff. Like it's realistic. Like everybody don't got one way of thinking. So being like a person who think differently from people like at youth, like I've always been around like more of my elders and I sit down with my elders and stuff. But genuinely they are impressed like, the stuff that I can output and stuff. And it's not really what people put into me, it's like what I gathered around just living like.
Mhm, mhm. So Kia said that she went through a couple of situations that brought upon her awakening. You said that you already thought different. Did you go through something similar that Kia went through, or you just always knew that
I mean
you
everybody
didn't
go through
agree with what other people did?
everybody go through trauma though. Like personally I feel like this come with us human beings and coming to have this human experience. But no, generally, like I like authentically, I always thought differently as a child. Like I like when I say like I didn't go to school and like granted I'm a like you can't say I'm a bad child, but like I'm so mind different is that like my teachers understood I was mind different. Like I was never no straight A student or anything like that, but I participated in like a lot of community things, a lot of political things, like
Mhm,
at a young age. Like I had a lot of teachers tell me
mhm,
like I would be like a revolutionary rebellion person, but like it's just we live in a different era and I just feel like at a young age I always thought like my people are not like in a condition of being what's right. Like this whole lifestyle I just feel like is off and it's always been off for me personally.
mhm,
Like you shouldn't
mhm.
I should be a first grader talking about some well you teaching me stuff about my past like ancestrally. And you
Mhm.
think we're supposed to sit in this classroom and be okay that y'all treated people, or y'all think it's okay to treat people how y'all treat people?
Facts, 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 facts. So, okay, you believe in God as well, right, Rari? Could you explain the difference between, so I guess what you would call you is spirituality, right?
Yeah, a spiritualist, yeah.
Can you break down the difference in your opinion? And Kia, I'm gonna ask you the same question next. You hear me? Could you break down the difference in religion and spirituality in your opinion?
I mean, really, it's like it's a small difference. Small difference is that one is like a doctrination of you have a guideline, it's a set rules, and if you follow
All
the
right, look, wait, we got a rule. Any word over 6 letters got to come with a definition. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. So whatever that D word you just said, can you go back over? Like, you know what I'm saying? Could you say that again and really,
I,
you know what I'm
what
saying?
doctrination?
Yeah, what is that?
To I guess to dumb down the word, like if you have a book and the book got words in it, you follow everything in that book because it's in the book.
Hmm.
So because it's a word and you believe that word, you make it that word.
Hmm. Sort of like religion and what we talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it about that you felt was wrong with it?
I mean, it's a lot of things. I feel if we talk the Bible wise, but I feel like all religions are based upon the same stories,
Mm.
and
Open the
we
door.
leave them differently. Like I feel like religion basically is the same thought concept of a
Mhm.
spiritual aspect of life that people put inside of a book from their perspective, and we all saying basically this is the right way to go.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
you just
So
take
keep.
if everybody take a moment to look at each book that they had to see how much similar they was, we will all realize that maybe we should just go based upon the similarity and not what we feel is right. But that's what I feel like. But spirituality, I just feel like it's not no set guidelines to it. It's as you go. I mean, like I feel like spirituality is more like you learn as you experience, and religion basically like your mama said this, and this what your mama said. So don't do nothing else other than what your mama said do. Where he go? He done
I
disappeared.
don't, yeah, like it's just I had a feeling that it was gonna do that. I don't know,
I must off the first
but
time.
I totally get what you're saying though, because it's too much. But yeah, I think
Uh,
okay, there he go.
All right, we back. All right, so y'all know we talking about a very sensitive topic, and if you so you hate me. So let's try
Right.
and uh code the words, like speaking code. You know what I'm saying? Because they just cut
Yeah.
it the fuck off. You heard me? So y'all can hear
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
Everybody can hear me.
yes.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
Yeah.
all right. So Kia, when
Uh huh.
I'm gonna ask you the same thing I had asked Rodriguez. You heard me? In your opinion, you heard me? What's the difference between spiritual? Y'all know I be fucking the words up. Spirituality and religion.
Like she said, like spirituality, I just feel like it's growing as you know as it come or whatever. Like you know, but with religions, like it's too many rules for me. For one, like you can't do this. This a sin. That's a sin. You drink. That's a sin. You have a baby before you get married. That's a sin. It's too many fucking rules. And I feel like if I wanted to, still part of like religion, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It's part of a person, growth, like, you know, your growth, basically. But I have outgrown that, and I have really like I always question like I never understood or understand like the Bible or whatever. So I always had questions like, nobody never tried to break it down to
What is
me
it?
in a
What
in
is
a
it? What is it you don't? Because it could be hard to read because they be
I don't
like,
know. It
say
just
this
it
and
would
do
just
this
never.
and see
I
it.
don't know.
Like,
I don't know what it. I just felt like I did everything. My mom made us go to church, right? So we went to church every Sunday. Have time, she like you should join the choir. So choir wasn't for me. I did like a lot of praise dances. That was for me. I love to dance anyway. But that's us though. We love to dance, it's in us. But with the I had the usher every Sunday. I had usher, but every Sunday
Usher.
it like I tried to get a word, like tried to hear the word. I always experienced like it was in one ear and out the other, or I got sick or something. Like you could add my cousin if he on here watching now, like you could add him. But it like I got sick. Me and him had usher together. Matter of fact, his dad is a pastor, but he wasn't. His uncle was the pastor at the church that we was going to. So I like, dang, cuz I can't get into it. I don't know now. So I always questioned my uncles, them, like I said, a lot of them, probably about 5 pastors in my family on my mom's side. Now my dad's side, I don't know how many because they were really just, you know, they didn't really too much go to church up there. So, that's you know, but it was just too many rules. I'm like, so they saying this is sin, that's a sin. I was always like an outcast. So I always got labeled in the family for doing like stuff outside of what they say I shouldn't be doing. Like I started rapping at an early age. I think I was like a teenager, probably 15. So they used to be like, "Oh, Amber do this, and all that cussing and stuff. Oh, that's a sin too." But y'all do it. Like it was just too many guidelines, and I feel like if I want to, be controlled, I stay in church or whatever. But it wasn't for me. That's why I'm not on nobody clock right now. Like at a job, I'm my own boss. Like so,
I feel
it's
I
just too
feel
much.
I feel some of the same ways as y'all. Like when they say Jesus died for our sins, right? So if he already died for our sins, why we gotta steady ask for forgiveness? You see what I'm saying? Because if
Yeah,
he died
yeah.
for that already, then like that should be like a all right, you know what it is type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So I never understood things like that. So Rari, let me ask you, right? In your opinion, is this a right or wrong situation?
No, no. The reality of religion conversation versus spiritual conversation, is it right or wrong? No.
So it's all in how you believe, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't what you believe in affect where you go after him?
That's what we told, but don't nobody really know.
That's facts. But that's where your faith come in. But that's facts. That was hard. That was hard. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in reincarnation?
I do. I'm definitely one of those people who believe. Like I've witnessed like certain things in children that I know. Like yeah.
All right, Kia, I'm gonna ask you this, and Rari, I'm gonna ask you next. You heard me, Kia. How has your
Mhm.
life changed from previously before you got your awakening?
You said how have my life changed?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I feel like it changes me. Like now, I always been like a seeker back then. I always, I just feel like now I'm just more on the healing. Like I'm not able to eat like different things no more, like I did back then, like sweets and stuff. Like I changed in so many ways. I can't digest like meat and stuff like that. It don't digest. Like so right now they got me like being a herbalist, like a healer. So healing myself by eat, like studying different plants and herbs and stuff to heal myself on. So now it got me tapped into like another session, like with my kids and stuff. Me and my kids never been this close. Like I said, my daddy, he ain't never like actually used the L word, the love word. So my mom always said, I love y'all. We be like, love you too. I never said I love you. I only said love you too. So it got me like on that type of level, as in, you know, knowing how to love and stuff now too as well. So now my kids, my son actually brought it since my daddy didn't bring it to my attention, to like before he passed, he said it. So I like, oh yeah, something really going on now. So when he passed, he said, I love you. And I'm like, dang, that's the first time he ever said it. Even though I always knew he loved me, but he never said it. So now my son started telling me like right when I awakened. He was like, I love you. And I'm like, dang, that shit sensitive. Like, I'm looking at him like, I love you too, little nigga. And then I had to learn like he's a God and stuff like that. So now it have changed me in so many different ways, like connecting more to my children and giving them the time that I didn't spend with my parents or whatever. Even though we did spend time together, but not on like a deep level like this. Just being around them like 24/7.
Rari, what's some of the changes in your life from before you were awake? But you say you were awakened at a young age, right?
Yeah, I feel like I came into this world.
So how old were you when you got your awakening?
I say when I like finally like when I like really absolutely thought this world was to be like real shitty, the way everybody live just shouldn't be the way we live. I would say like 4 years old.
4?
Yeah, I was in I would say my four like a class. I want to say like a youth classroom, like elementary class. Okay, I would say like maybe third grade, fourth grade.
Girl, I couldn't even tell you if I was 4 years old before. I don't remember nothing.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
that's how my brain work. Like I
Yeah.
got like a lot of stuff I have vivid memory of. Like
Hmm.
shoot, in kindergarten I had a my first kindergarten teacher. Her name was Miss Johnson. And she was the first person that introduced I remember introducing me about slaves because she didn't like me and the way she said it towards like us as children, it just always felt like it was directed towards me.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you first learned about slaves, you us as kids like that ain't true. Like we don't come from no damn slaves, but like it is true in a way. But if we talk about real fist history, they know good and well we ain't no fucking slaves. They made us
Right.
slaves.
Thanks.
But that's what I'm saying. Like her hatred towards me as a fucking child opened up my mind. Like them people just ain't really for us. Like they can't what they brought upon us because at the same time I understood Christian religion ain't our people religion for real. That ain't what we
Yeah. We believed in the earth.
right. So
Mm-hmm.
have like older grandparents who be telling you certain things that like yeah, grandma and them, that's our religion, but it ain't our religion. They always told us that from like just like early, like, yeah, we go by this because it's what we gotta go through today. But
They just
this
wanted to be
us.
down.
Yeah, like
But okay, so Kia, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. The same question, Rari. Kia, the way y'all look
Hmm.
at the spiritual way, the and the things you do, the candles, the tarot readings, the woo de woo, right? In your opinion, why do you think society looks down on those type of things?
Because we was taught like a lot of people was taught the fear those thing, and guess who they were? That was taught by the people that trying to control, like controlling, trying to control the world now because they only control like a certain percentage if you're
Yeah,
not awakened.
yeah,
But we was taught to fear it because we was taught that it was bad. Like I said, when I first awakened, I'm like, dang, like I always knew I could do certain things. Like I always had the ability to connect with spirits since I was like you said, 3. I remember being 2 and just seeing like so much stuff, and I was scared of everything when I was younger because I used to go tell my mom like I could feel death before it happened. Like I could just see and take people last breath in my family before it happened. So I'm like, oh, they for to die. And my mom used to like, don't say that. But then once she started realizing I had a certain gift, like I had to kind of dim down my light to, kind of fit in the family, like just not be open about certain things that we was taught to fear. But the
that's
thing
all.
is, my mom, like after she had me, they gave her 6 months to live. That's how I knew how special I was. They gave my mama 6 months to live after she had me because the hospital fucked up some shit on her. And but my mama, she's still living. I'm 33. I'm gonna be 34. But for her to she went to a person like me to get answers. So that person, that spiritualist told her, you gotta do this, in order for you to heal. She did it. And now my mama don't, like, my family come to me for, like, they come to me for products and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But some of us still scared of it and don't believe it. So I don't know, the shit just don't make sense. But we was told to fear it. Like me, I don't fear none. I don't. I
What if,
look, I don't have I had to go in and face I had to go in and face like my own demons, and like I said, during my spiritual awakening. So I don't fear none no more. Like ain't none that could bring me down to, like, I had to go through like that dark night of the soul by myself. I had to face like a lot of inner demons. I had to, heal those certain traumas and stuff like that. That was the scary shit to me. So now, it's a lot of people look at it like the money and stuff like that, but it's not.
so what you said when you said something that was a fire name for a book.
Huh?
When you started off what you were saying, you said two words, and I had put them together, and I was like, damn, that if you ever wanted to write like a life story or something, that'll be a
Yeah.
fire.
But you know what? The thing is, my whole life been a life story. Like I always been a star in my own, like, in my own way, not even noticing, because like I said, I started off young, like rapping and stuff. I started the open mic down here at Club Rock. Like Kente, all my, my producer and everything could vouch for that. Like, and everybody used to come to open mic. I used to put on a perform, and then everybody else started rapping and flowing. We had great times. And then, I actually sued like a certain restaurant company when I was working for them. And once I became my own lawyer, notice how to do things. The lady told me, she like, you should write a book on this. That how, but I never did do it.
Mm-hmm. So all
It's a
right,
lot of people got me in their movies. It's a lot of people got me in their videos. I just like to have fun.
that's all it is. You hear me? So Rodrigue, why do you think society looks down on the way y'all believe, feel, how y'all believe?
Like that's what we taught. So like, we program, like it's a programming. It's something that is instilled in you, and you don't question what's instilled in you until you able to question what's instilled in
Mm-hmm. So how does your music incorporate with your beliefs, or do you keep that separate?
you. I don't keep it separate. I really be mixing it up. Like I drop certain lines and stuff that I know a person who ain't got the ears to hear, just they gonna override it. Like
Mm-hmm.
she ain't really saying nothing. Like a lot of, and that's what a lot of my music consists of. Like a lot of people tell me, I don't be understanding what you talking about. You don't even take the time to understand what I'm talking about. Like you
Mm-hmm.
ain't really listening. You just feeling it. Like
Facts, facts. So, all right, Kia, let me ask you this. We taught
Mhm.
to put our trust in God and God only, right? But
Mhm.
with the candles and the what have you, right? Isn't
Mhm.
is putting your trust in that, right? Isn't that like a contradiction of what we taught?
No. No,
Can you
because for one, I am a God. I am a God, and then my trust is in God. So therefore, if God given me the material and allow my ancestors and my spirit guides and my archangels that I'm getting the information for to inform me to make these certain products, it's a way of God talking to me, helping others.
mm,
Just like my manifestation stuff. Like I said, people, it's a lot of people just ordering the stuff now just because they seeing like different people. Like my mama, she get the jackpot candle, and she always hit. She went to some type of casino on Orange Beach, like recently on Easter, and she went down there, they hit. So
mm,
it's a lot of people, my family, just ordering the stuff just because she hit, not believing, like not knowing that, it's a You feel me? It's all connected.
Trying to
Right.
get payday.
All connected. I love that you just said that. A lot of people.
Yeah, it's all connected. Like y'all only doing it just because y'all want to get rich real quick. No, no, like this stuff take time. Like it's certain. It's my energy. I could get any counter right now. I could go just buy any counter right now. If I got that certain prayer that I put on it, that I'm telling to put on it, and a person come buy it and light it up. For one, they gotta believe in it. If they don't believe, it's not gonna fucking work. If they believe in it, then it gonna work. But it's like them trusting in God, because this ain't my product, this God product. Like I'm just being told what to do and I'm doing it, you know.
Right. Rari, you agree with her. What is it about what she said that you agree with?
Everything is connected. Like I'm one of them people. I love to say it's 360. Like it's really full. Like you can meet somebody that you ran into one time 5 years ago and reconnect like 25 years later, and it still be the same, like energetic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you say like the utensils and stuff like that, God give tools and everything. It don't matter what you are and what you do. God gonna give you tools. If you a carpenter, God give you tools to mold that wood. If you a God give you the tools to know how to weave that hair to the scalp. Like it's more like everybody use something to do something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in a way, like her- me using tarot cards and lighting up candles is just part of what's all it is. It's
Thanks.
just part of it.
Thanks. So let me ask you this, and this is just opinion. And Kia, I'm gonna ask you the same thing afterwards. I interviewed a lot of people, spiritual that went through what y'all went through, right? And they say, just like y'all, you have to tap into an evil side. Could you elaborate on that? You have to tap into a dark side, right?
Oh, I thought you was talking to Kim
Now
first.
I said I'm gonna ask her the same thing, after you
Um,
finish. So Kia, right after she finished, you could give your take on it. You hear me?
that's what I'm saying. When people say evil, there's I feel like there's a difference between darkness and evil.
Mm,
Granted, darkness is a and evil is a thing too. Now, something that's evil is just pure like it's just pure of energy. Like it's kind of hard to say though. Like anything that involves with the interaction of somebody being a selfless individual, anytime a entity being or anything like that just disregards of how it make them feel and it turn them into something that want to cause destruction, that's evil. Anything that doesn't want something to prosper, to be and exist, I feel like is evil.
sort of like what we going through as a people.
Yeah, like
Give you what how you feel about that, kid?
She correct about, like, I feel like she correct about it. Like with the, if you is you saying like the dark side of, you have to go like, are they talking about like a dark path in order for you to tap into this side or something that they talking about?
I mean, I'm not previous to it. I'm just going off of, like, when I interview
Yeah,
you and other
yeah.
people that
Because I'm
y'all
trying to
that,
I'm trying to understand. Like I'm trying to understand. Like if you talk, I don't know, like the dark side. I think everybody got light and dark in them. Like everybody even some type of, well, label even some type of way. Like because if you don't, because you got to find that balance. Like you can't be just all light. All good is not good. It got to be balanced in everything. So too much of everything is not good. So the dark side is me, now I'm telling people, I had a problem with, constantly helping people. I was always like a giver. So now I know how to say no. I just don't give a fuck no more. So if
mm-hmm,
that's what they talking about, is balance to it, you
mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm. All right, so let's back it up. I guess a month or two ago. Everybody
Mhm.
was so in tune with this eclipse. It was so important to everybody. Rari, I'm gonna start with you, and Kia, you give your take. What was so important about this particular eclipse that everybody was so in tune, or was this just a good promotion thing to, you know, turn us
Um,
away from something else?
trendy. It was just something people was talking about. It's like, mind you, these kind of events been happening for millions of years. Like we just in our era of witnessing it. So it's like in this era, to some people they take it as a joke, like this is funny, it's kiki, it's caca, it's but like to some people it's not like old elders, like the ones who still kind of believe the old way. They know and understand that these are like times that you really don't want to, in a way, like we were saying last time, do too much. It's not one of those. It's a time of, what you say, like if we are in a way of changing our minds and like thoughts and lifestyles and how we see each other in society view, then it's a time like we supposed to sit down, reflect, and really understand like what's our history, what we don't really want to repeat, to evolve, make new.
Mm.
But when you have a lot of distractions and a lot of this, you do this, that, it's hard for a lot of people to sit down, reflect, and understand what they to make anew.
Mm. So, Kia,
Mhm.
um, we know the educational definition of an eclipse. It passed through and the sun and the moon and it woo right. Is it
Mhm.
something that like what y'all believe in, right? Because I used to call y'all like, what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing right now? Right? You see what
I
I'm
knew
saying?
it.
Y'all know, I keep it
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, if it's something I'm supposed to be
yeah.
doing, or is it something I gotta watch out for?
Mhm.
Woo, right? So we
Mhm.
know the educational definition, right? From what y'all believe in, what really happens like on in the eclipse, a full moon, shooting star, shit like that? What's the
It,
real meaning behind it?
it
And
it's
Rari,
different stuff. Like it's different stuff.
mm-hmm.
Oh, you caught her.
Now I'm saying, she could like right after you answer, she could answer the same question. You heard me?
Oh, like I said, it's different stuff for different people. Like this something that our ancestors been aware of. Like you know, it's something that they've been to. You know how to connect to the sun and the moon and stars and stuff. What certain things mean on that type of level. But like the full moon is about releasing, like all that extra baggage that you carry. If it's too overwhelming, what it is that you need to release. In order for you to elevate. You know, what we connected to the four seasons right now because we really didn't have no seasons back then, if you really know what I'm talking about. So right now it's like summer, spring, winter, and fall.
Mm-hmm.
The winter real slow because it's cold. The summer, then you need to be speeding up, you need to be on the go, you feel me? Spring, the
And you need to
abundance and
put
stuff coming
deodorant
through.
on in the summer too.
Huh?
They need to put deodorant on in the summer too. I just wanted
Yeah,
to.
they need to do that too, they
They
need
need
to
to
do
do
that too.
that. I just
They
wanted
need
to
to do
give you.
that.
You
But let
understand?
me get on that. Like, see, I don't even use. I'm on a level now that I don't even have to use deodorant. I use limes and stuff to keep my body fresh. You know.
Keep your body
But I
clean.
drink like a lot of water, eat fruits all day. But
Mm-hmm.
they're just the different foods and shit, like the toxin and shit that they put inside the food that causing us to have to use these different chemicals on our body to. They say refreshing us, but
Yeah.
the correct way for us is like the natural way, the organic way. But with the
I
new
heard
moon,
Monique say
we
something about she doesn't use deodorant. She use salt bowls or some shit. Monique,
who?
the Monique,
Okay.
the comedian.
Okay, see, I use limes. Like limes, it do the same thing. Like it really beneficial.
The
Cause I
peel
know the
or the
deodorant.
whole line?
Huh?
You
Just slice the lime and use the lime, and then when you get through, just throw it in the trash. But that, you know,
That's some
it's like
spiritual
with the
shit, or
certain
that's some country shit.
no, this for real. This is how we
Okay.
really this what we really supposed to be using. Like it's organic.
Okay.
Like the deodorant and all that shit came. That's part of as what being created now. You know, causing us to use money, had to spend finances and stuff like that. Like to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, I don't want to get see. I'm trying not to go too deep on this live because I don't want to go too deep with like in the healthy way, you know, because it's a lot, you know.
I mean, go wherever you want to go. They gonna cut us off anyway. You might as well finish it all safe. They done cut us
But
off
we
twice.
we can say that we can say that for another live though. You feel me?
That's real. That's real. All right, so right?
Mhm.
What I'm gonna ask you the same thing for with Kia, right? Like she said with the full moon, right? Why do they say that that's something bad? People like evil come, like people go to tripping with the full moon and woo woo woo. If
Um,
it's something to release and that, cause that's something good. You know what I'm saying? Getting
a
shit
lot
off the chest and all that.
at like really it all stems down to us not having like our elder ancestors understood that everything is connected, like the stars, moon, and all that. Is we all live in the same universe, and it all got a cause and effect. Like learn about cause and effect in elementary, like that's some science shit that you learn. Like the Big Bang Theory is something explained to us as cause and effect. This happened, so hey, we here now. Like, but if you really pay attention to life, you will understand know that like it's realistic though. It's not no fake stuff. Like some people do eternally like the frequencies of what's be happening cosmically be too powerful for people in human form. Like a lot of us, if like you said, reincarnation, a lot of us don't even understand that we are celestial beings having a human
Right,
experience.
that more than 6 letters. Anything over 6 letters got to come with a definition.
Some of us are divine beings. I say some of us because I it's really like if we want to put it in American terms, it's really like white people, black people are not the same people when it comes down to genetics and what we made out of. Our genetic material, not the same material.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, but I mean, everybody in a sense have like some kind of uh space DNA in them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like we
Well,
is
that's
all
what they
made
say. That's
stardust.
what they say. Let's get into that, right? Some people say we from this and that, right? And some people say that the aliens that they talk about are really us. What's your take on it?
I think we are the beings that they feel like is aliens. Because like even now, a lot of the structures that we know we built, our
Mm-hmm.
ancestrals
Mm-hmm.
built, the people we come from. I mean, look at every invention they got. They can't really say that it comes from them. They
Yep.
don't have the mental capacity to even think outside of putting two rocks together and saying they made wheels. I don't believe that. Like they barely knew how to, you know, wash themselves. Like
Mm-hmm.
they had to be taught that. So to me, like, yeah, we are the smart, intelligent beings that they just can't put their fingers on.
Mm-hmm.
Can't, which is why I feel like today, still to this day, we being kidnapped and robbed and gutted open
Mm-hmm.
as lab rats still to this day because we are something that they cannot figure out. Like
Mm-hmm. So, Kia,
Mhm.
is it any advice for people who wanna, I guess, learn more about what y'all believe in? Do you have to, so to speak, Well, hold on, because I just thought of a more better question. Fuck that question, right? Like you spoke about your people, like you say your mama believed in the candle and she started buying it and she went to win it and then everybody jumped on the bandwagon, right? What
Mhm.
so if like y'all go off of energy and spirits, right? And you know,
Uh-huh.
right? So if it's a whole bunch of like fakers that just doing it because either they be down or they trying to get something out of it or woo de woo, right? Would that fuck up like something like the energy or woo de woo?
Okay. So I think I get what you're saying. Like it's a lot of people that no, it really won't fuck up like it'll fuck up their energy because if they don't believe in it, then they shouldn't get it. But it's a lot of people just getting it just because my mama said it worked.
Yeah, but I'm
But my
saying y'all whole
mama,
belief because there's a lot of
yeah,
woke people now. You know what I mean? Everybody
yeah,
wants to be woke and woo woo, woo, right? So
yeah.
if everybody who like y'all know what y'all talking about, and there's a lot of dumbasses out here, right? So
Mhm.
if a lot of people come like done that switch the energy and all that, or everything's still intact, or like how does that work?
I'm saying they. I feel like the only energy they can control is their own. Like if they buy the counter from me and it don't work, it's their
No,
fucking
no, no,
fault.
no,
It don't
not
work.
the
They
candle.
don't.
The whole belief, y'all whole belief. Like you
Oh,
know how it's a
nah.
lot of
I mean,
bandwagon jump. Yeah.
they got their own belief. It don't. I mean, I'm just here to, get out the message. What I'm being told. Like, I'ma only connect to the people that's open, like open minded, and that's open to receive. Because I ask God every day, like, just connect me to people that lead, connect, like, bring people to me that's open to receive the messages or whatever. You only gonna connect to people that's on the frequency that you want or open to receive it. Like I'm the teacher to them, but I'm also the student to someone else. Like it, I'm here I'm very open minded, so I'm here to learn. We all here to learn, so it's not gonna affect the energy. I'm just here to spread the message.
What about you, Ryrie? Do you think that so many people don't take it as serious as y'all and they just jumping in it for I guess personal or greed? Would that mess up the type of energy that y'all have in your opinion?
I mean, I feel like that's everything. You got people who are leaders. You got people who are followers. They teach you that in school. Like,
Get
let's
that
play
man
follow
out of the
leader. Who got the more influence over a
paper.
a people? Like, who listen to you, who don't listen to you. But like, for you to want to be listened to, you have to go learn yourself. Like she said, you have to go be a student in order to be a teacher. It's not nothing that in this world that anybody do, whether it's spirituality, going to school for real, or like being a handyman, like your doctor. They was taught by somebody in order to do what they do.
Mm, mm. So with everything going on right now, right? Spiritual battle, we at war. I really believe that it's spirit. This shit spiritual. We under attack. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, cops, robbers, voodoo, right? And this the last thing that's gonna take us out. Kia and Rari, we're gonna start with you, Kia. What's the biggest piece of advice, like you say, for the people who's open to take the advice? What's the biggest piece of advice that you can give somebody right now on how things is going that don't know, like what to do?
Okay, and you said like you mentioned the wars and stuff like that. Like it is a lot of wars and battles and stuff going on. A lot of artists behind the scene that a lot of exposure and stuff going on. So I feel like all of this is just the truth coming out. Like I said, it's the advice. Like it ain't no middleman no more. You can't play that middleman shit no more. Like you either on this side or this side. Like we ain't that earth, the old earth, that shit left. Like we back to like mother, it ain't mother Gaia and none of that no more. It's mother Kai again. So we back on the frequency of like starting over to newness. Like if you ain't putting out love and trying to elevate to a higher level, then you getting left the fuck behind. Whether that mean you getting knocked off, take that with whatever type of way they want to take it, or you getting some type of, you know, illness and shit. I be trying not to speak like that on it because they do be cutting you off and stuff like that.
I don't care.
But
I don't care.
you,
Say what you gotta
it
say.
like you like it's a lot of people, it's a lot of death going around, it's a lot of shit going on. So if you gotta elevate higher, if you ain't putting out love and shit like that, then you getting left behind. Like you getting left behind. I'm just leave it right there. They telling me to leave it right there. And when I say that, I mean like my spirit guys and shit be talking to my ear as I'm, you know, listening and talking to y'all. That's why I be looking certain type of ways when I be on here.
You be looking normal to me.
I be listening.
What's your biggest piece of advice that you could give people in these hard times right now?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 a band, like some real shit.
You got to.
You cannot survive. Like if the government right now, I swear to God, the government was to turn everybody power, cut off all the Wi-Fi and shit. If the stores get shut down, if you know you can survive more than 3 days, you cool. But if you feel like you ain't gonna survive a month like that, you need to rethink about how you see life. Like on some real shit. Like you really need to rethink about looking at life. Like if the government said, granted, all right, fuck these jobs, then it's like everybody don't gotta go to work or nothing like that. And it's really become survival of the fittest. Is you the fittest? Or is you chopped liver?
Because I think it's going because all the money going digital and cars and all that shit. So I think I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give some advice now. You better get it how you fucking live out here. You hear me? And if you ain't
right,
like people like Kia said, you hear me? That's the time of truth. So if you ain't if you ain't who you say you are, you about to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? If you down with something like if you just trying to be down with something, you about to get exposed. All that hating, soldier hating, you jealous and all that, like kids say, if you ain't putting out love, you know what I'm saying? It's about to get bad for you. And just like Rari said, if you can't last 3 days in the jungle, you better go I don't know. You can't last 3 days in the jungle.
Be ready to be a meal.
Yeah. I agree with all that. You hear me? Because what y'all kind of see would coincided because you were like, all right, if it ain't love, and then it's survival. You hear me? If you ain't rocking like this, ain't rocking like that, and it's like you said earlier, you're gonna have to pick a side. You either gonna be real or you're gonna be fake. And all the fake,
and I'm
y'all
telling you,
behind, y'all getting left
it about
behind.
to get real. It about to get real because, like I said, I'm a teacher. Like I'm a spiritual, so I see stuff. Everybody thinks since I see it, I allow myself to go through everything so I could give people advice how I made it through. You know, I can't tell them how to make it through because I'm not gonna tell you. I can give you advice, but from my experience, it feel a lot of shit that hit the fan. Like so many people don't got exposed from these last 2 weeks. That's why I really haven't been online. Like I'm going through like a ascension. So my energy right now so sensitive or whatever. Like if I touch a person profile, I could tell whether they energy awful. So it kind of make me sick. It make me nauseated. So that's why I haven't really been, engaging like I would, supposed to because this shit been crazy. And it been like a lot of family that I've been had to cut off. But like I said, I have learned the definition. Like that shit just a title. It get it how you live out here for real, This shit really real.
Okay, right. So, all right, this y'all show. So, I got my little SP down at the general thing, right? But y'all got to take us out. You see what I'm saying? So, y'all got a little saying, is Kia out thing? Is Riri from who?
I've been thinking about it all, like, because granted, we ain't seen each other a couple Saturdays. So, like, it's just really come here and, come hear these theories. Like, come hear these.
Facts. So I'm not gonna be on here no more. This day stuff I just hopped on because the guest stood us up. You're down bad. But anyway, you heard me. I just hopped on. So this is y'all still. This is Come Heresy Theories. This is Kia, and this is Miss Riri. You know what I'm saying? This is their show. I know y'all used to seeing me on everything, but nah, I'm not. I'm just filling in for missing guests. You know what I'm saying? They will have their own guests, their own topics, their own questions, and they're gonna do their own thing. You heard me? But see, I'm about to say this, be that another general thing. I'm about to say it till this, be that another general. So y'all gotta come up with that. You heard me? I want y'all to take us out. Y'all show. I'm about to hop off.
Okay, God, it's just me and you.
Is, but we closing or was we chatting for a little bit? We closing.
We could close we could go ahead and close.
Yeah, do whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, I go on and on because I just feel like we both real knowledgeable that we can do that too. So
right. All right. So I'm send peace, love, light, and healing to everyone, and continue to elevate. You got this, even if it feel like you tearing apart or whatever. You got this, And if you don't think you got any, oh fucking well, And I'm gonna send it to you guys, and that's it on my end.
If you tapped in, my favorite thing is to say, I love you if don't nobody else love you. I'm proud of you if ain't nobody else proud of you. Granted, if you don't get it and don't get through it, then I don't get it and I ain't gonna go through it. So I gotta be there for you just as much as you gotta be there for me. But y'all have a blessed and granted day.
Nah, I said I was gone, but Ryrie, that's it right there. That's how y'all thing, y'all end thing. With that thing you said right there, that's how y'all end it off. That was gangster. I'm sorry, right? I'm gone.
So what we do? We just X out our thing because he got us on this little new streaming thing.
From us damn street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that damn shit. We was just trying to say.
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want to graduate. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be top. I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole juice, and I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?